Hey guys, so I'm planning a surprise birthday party for my friend, and it's going to be a Chanel inspired party. So I decided to make a few decorations. This is one of them. It's a Chanel party favor bag, and I will be showing you how to make this in a little bit. So some supplies that you'll need for this DIY. You'll need some little bags. These were from Michaels. They're called micro bags, pack of 6. A ruler, some scissors, pencil, paintbrush, and some black paint. Also regular glue and a glue gun. Plus I went online and printed Chanel labels and just printed a bunch on one piece of paper, and then I'll just cut them later when I need them so they'll fit this bag. So we're gonna change this bag into this cute favor bag. So first we want to cut this bag in half. So when I measured it, I used millimeters. It was about 13 millimeters, and so half of that was about 6.5. So I just took the halfway point and then put a little line here, and the same on the other side, and then just drew a line across, kind of lightly because erase it later. And I'm going to take some scissors and cut across this line. So now I have 2 halves. So if you want, you can open them up. And eventually, what we're gonna do is take this half and then put it inside of this half to make our bag. So we need the handles to look more like a shopping bag. Right now they're very tall and we want them to be kind of short. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the little flap that's underneath here that's keeping the handles on, and we're going to tear it off on both sides. All right, there's one, and it's okay that this is on here because we're going to be cutting it down anyway. We'll just do the same to the other side. All right, so you have your 2 pieces here. So once we've taken these off, you'll notice they put little flaps here to cover up the handles. We want to make our own little flaps. So we're going to take a plain piece of white paper and just kind of, I just estimated about how big it is. It doesn't really matter as long as it covers. Yep, and then I'll just make 2 of these. So I'll just cut it in half again. So you see this glue that's inside here. Hopefully you can see that. And the little strip that we kind of removed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it up with this pieces of paper so that it looks a little nicer. I just use a glue stick. And then we're just going to put them inside where that other glue piece is. And just put it right on top. Just so it looks a little nicer. And then the same thing, we're gonna put that strip on that side where the glue was again. Just push it down. So that's the first part. And next, we're going to measure our straps for the bag. So I just kind of put the bag how tall I wanted the straps, just so that it looks like a little handbag. And I just made a little line with the pencil and copy the line on the other side. So you probably can't see, but I put 2 little lines just at how the height that I want the bag to be. I'll take my scissors and I'll just cut that off and cut that off. And so we want these to be the same size, so we'll just use this as a measurement for the other one. So I'll just put one on top of the other, make my little lines. All right, so we have 2 handles and we're gonna get ready to paint these black. All right, so I have some black paint on this little plate. I've gotta kind of hold the ends because we don't really have to paint the ends. They're going to be inside of the bag, so it gives me a little handle. And then I just kind of go around and make sure it's all covered. All right, second one is done. So we'll just let these 2 dry. And while they're drying, we'll finish another part of the bag. So I grabbed this cutter. It's gonna make it easier for me to cut out these labels that I printed off of the internet so that I can make them for this bag. Make it straight. So you want 2 separate pieces of the Chanel label. So I have 2 separate Chanel labels. If you don't have this, that's fine. You can easily just use scissors. It's just faster for me. So now we're gonna move on to the bottom half of the bag. So those logos that we printed out and cut out, we're going to glue them onto the bag. Make sure when you glue them, there's this crease of when it folds. You want to make sure that you put the label above that crease, or else the crease is going to get on the label. Just going to use our regular glue again. And going above the crease, just going to put that on there. And that's one. We'll do the same thing to the other side. So that part is done. Next, we're going to take the handle that we painted, the bottom half, and glue the handle onto that bottom half. It's best with the hot glue gun to do this so that it makes it more secure. So here we go, take some hot glue, stick it on the ends, and then we'll stick that in the bag. Stick that in. So we have our handles both in there. So we're almost finished. We have this bottom half and the top half. We're gonna take the top half, put some glue around it, put it inside of the bottom half. And this is going to not only just cover up the handles, but it's gonna make our bag a little more sturdy and stiff. So I'm just putting it inside like that. Push it all the way down. And then just push it against the sides. All right, so this is how the finished bag is going to look. So you see the black handles, and the handles are covered up by that paper that we glued in there. It's pretty sturdy, and it folds also if you wanted to fold it, just like a real bag. And that's it. We have our Chanel Party Favor bag.